Hey everyone, it's NY Jets Film Study here. Today we'll be watching part 2 of Zach Wilson versus the Steelers defense. Let's get into it. First play of the day here. Looks like a 4 wide receiver set. Got Garrett Wilson here, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, and then Breece Hall's up here. And they have Tyler Conklin in to block. So yeah, it looks like Steelers defense sending a blitz 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Conklin stays into block. Zach Wilson, looking at his eyesight, it looks like he's looking at Garrett Wilson. Um, so, but Garrett Wilson, he makes the cut right here. Zach Wilson throws it right where it needs to be. Unfortunately, it's dropped. Second play here, we have two wide receivers up here, Breece on the backfield, and then a double tight end set. One, yeah. So with this play, Steelers looking like they're running a blitz, though maybe a disguise. Yeah, it looks to be a disguise. Zach Wilson rolling out. Looks like he's looking at these guys breaking open because you see all this open field. Looks like, yeah, so running out. Yeah, and then Corey Davis just comes open right there. I would have thrown it right here. I feel like he waits a little bit, but it's fine. It's still a great pass delivery and a great catch. So this is third down. We got Gary Wilson on the bottom, and then Elijah Moore and Corey Davis up top, and then we got Conklin, who's up here and moving down here into the slot, and we got Breece Hall in the backfield. Steelers sending a blitz. Like they're sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, and then Breece Hall staying back here to block. So immediately, right off the bat, you can see Zach Wilson. He's looking to be, it looks like Tyler Conklin or Garrett Wilson, who's going to be running upfield. Yeah, definitely looking at Tyler Conklin right here. Throws it just a tiny bit high, gets tipped into the Steeler defender, almost a pick six. But I mean, that's just on Zach Wilson there because he read the defense well. He read the defense well. He saw he was open. Just the pass delivery. I mean, look at that. He shouldn't have to jump for the ball. He should just be able to stand there and catch it. Because if he just is able to catch it, he's able to get a ton of rack and run upfield. But instead, he has to jump for it. It's too high. Tipped off his fingers and picked. So 5 wide receivers set here. We have Elijah Moore at the top of your screen. We got Michael Carter, CJ Uzama, Corey Davis, and then Garrett Wilson up here. Michael Carter is going to be coming out on the shallow cross going here. But we'll watch the play happen. So as soon as he snaps the ball, his initial read is Elijah Moore to try to be his corner. However, once he notices that Elijah Moore hasn't beaten him at first, he starts looking at his other guys, which was a problem he had been having the year before and in other games, as you'll see when I do film study. But here, you'll see he changes his view, and he finds Michael Carter down here wide open, but he's barely able to get the ball to him, and it doesn't get to him. You'll see. I mean, that's not really on Zach because the pressure just got to him really fast. Although the thing is, as soon as you see, you have to throw. You can't. I mean, it's not really on him. He was about to get sacked. He's lucky he even got the ball that far to him. So this is third down. The play following that last one. So we got Breece Hall in the backfield, Elijah Moore, Conklin, Corey Davis, and then we see Garrett Wilson in motion. He's going to be lining up right about here. Yeah, so yeah. So immediately right off the bat, I mean, you saw at the beginning of the play. I'm not sure if you noticed, but he made a little look at Gary Wilson right before he snapped the ball, as in he knew that it was probably going to go to him. But right off the bat, he's looking at what looks to be Tyler Conklin or Garrett Wilson, and here here he's throwing it to Conklin. That's a good throw. However, that's really risky. This corner right here could have easily jumped and picked off that ball. Luckily, Tyler Conklin was wide open right here. but as you'll see, the corner could have picked that off pretty easily. I mean, Zach Wilson was able to place the ball perfectly. So let's see. So you see here, he's able to get the ball right over the corner's head, and he doesn't even know the ball's going there. Just perfect. So it's third down. There's four wide receivers outside. We got Gary Wilson down here, Elijah Moore in the middle, Corey Davis, which is in, well, this is really the slot, but then Michael Carter, I mean, Breece Hall comes and is next to him, so this is technically the slot, but so is what Corey Davis is in. But he snaps it. Michael Carter blocks him for like a second and then goes out onto the field. Zach Wilson, he's looking deep. He wants to have the chunk play. He was looking here, but he realizes that with the corner here, he's probably gonna fall back into coverage, doubling Corey Davis. So instead, he's just gonna throw it to the check down, and it's tipped and almost picked. So this is second down. We got Breece Hall in the backfield. It looks like Uzama blocking, and then you got Conklin down here. And then this is Corey Davis and Elijah Moore. Play action. Immediately, it looks like Corey Davis has broken over. I mean, there's nobody in this area. You got the deep safety, but he's covering Elijah Moore. And you got the safety back here who's backing up. So, I mean, he's wide open. But I mean, not instead of throwing it, but he doesn't really get the chance to throw it because he's a guy right on him. But then, this is the part that gets frustrated with him, is that Zach Wilson, he tries to play hero ball where he makes the play last as long as it can. And while that is exciting, it's very unneeded because it just gives the higher risk at an interception, and it's just not needed really because I mean you'll watch, you see the play. I mean, this, I do agree with him staying in the pocket trying to throw again, but right here when you have two guys running, I mean, I appreciate the effort, but to just throw the ball away. I mean, it shouldn't have taken that long. As soon as you see two guys resting at you, just throw it away. You don't have to wait that long, but you gotta appreciate the effort. Here's another angle at it. So I mean, what sucks here is that Corey Davis was wide open, but but he got the edge rusher for the Steelers completely beat the tackle, or I think this is Uzama, my mistake. Completely beats Uzama, which doesn't give Zach Wilson time to throw the ball, and then once that happens, he just isn't able to throw it. So we got first down here for the Jets. We have Corey Davis here on the bottom, Garrett Wilson here in the slot, Elijah Moore out here, and then we have Conklin who's in motion and Breece Hall as the running back. Zach Wilson is to throw, so he's immediately looking in the middle of the field and then turns his head to Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore, I would say this is breaking open, but Zach Wilson just doesn't consider it, just throws it to the check down and gets like 2 yards if even anything. So it's third down here. We got Elijah Moore, one-on-one press against against a Steelers cornerback. We got Conklin in the slot, Garrett Wilson next to him, and then Corey Davis on the bottom of your screen. And then Breece Hall is the running back once again. Third down, Zach Wilson to throw. Immediately, again, you can look at the eyes, look at the helmet. Immediately looking at Garrett Wilson breaking open, and then turns to, I believe this is Breece Hall. So then turns to Breece Hall running a crossing route, but then turns his head again, finds Garrett Wilson wide open, going across the field in the opposite direction, slings it to him, and he gets huge rack. That was a great throw by Zach Wilson. And just one little quick thing here. I know that this was a Zach Wilson evaluation video looking at how he did against the Steelers, but as a Jet fan, you know how badly the refs are against the Jets. Look at this. Watch this. So Garrett Wilson goes in motion. Zach Wilson gives it to Breece Hall, and then look at this. Is that not face mask? What is that? Well, what do you call that? That is better. That is a flag. And then he does it a second time. It's not just the first time. At least the first time when he does it, it's facing this direction, so then these refs can't see it. But he does it a second time, and the refs see it this time, and yet they don't call a flag. And then you see Hall get up and go to the refs and say that was a face mask, but they didn't call it. So first down here, right after that big play by Garrett Wilson, we see Conklin coming in motion, Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, and Breece Hall in the backfield. Zach Wilson throws it. His initial read looks to be Garrett Wilson, but then what he does really well here is he changes reads. He notices that Conklin on the underneath route is breaks wide open because there's all of this space. Unfortunately, he throws it to him and it's all the way behind him and it's dropped, even nearly picked. So unfortunate there. I mean, look, the defense was running more of a deeper thing, then they have the one linebacker here. But look at where this ball is placed. This ball trajectory is here, and then but Conklin's gonna be here. Watch this. The ball is there, and Conklin is here. That means by the time the ball has reaches where he would catch it, which is right here, he's going to be right here. That's all the way behind him. He shouldn't have to make that catch. Zach Wilson should just be able to deliver it into his hands, and he gets a ton of yards. But instead, it's all the way back behind him, and it's nothing. So here's a different type of play that happens. So Zach Wilson hikes it. His first read is Garrett Wilson running across the field, but instead of staying in the pocket, I get you have this guy coming forward, but instead of staying in the pocket a little bit right here, he starts getting happy feet and starts running around like a crazy man. And then this part was good. I love the athletic part about Zach Wilson. The only bad part here is right here. I appreciate the effort of going for the juke slash spin move, but right here, when you have two defenders incoming, do not put your body on the line already. The reason why you didn't start playing until week 4 was because you made this exact mistake against the Eagles in week 1 against the preseason. Don't make it again. Have you not learned anything? But instead of sliding, he goes in and he gets triple tackled. That is so here on this play, we got Elijah Moore at the bottom of the screen. We got Breece Hall in the backfield. We got Uzama in the block to what it looks like. Corey Davis motion to the right, and then Garrett Wilson at the top of your screen. So Zach Wilson to throw. As soon as he snaps the ball, his first read is Breece Hall because you see him. He's running this type of route, and then you have all of this space, so it makes sense. But then when he notices this defender coming into the play, he then looks over to Corey Davis, sees what's going on over there, and throws it because Corey Davis breaks open, and it's a great catch. So Zach Wilson to throw again. We got Lazimo on the bottom of your screen, Tyler Conklin up here, Corey Davis, and then Braxton Berrios, Breece Hall in the backfield. Zach Wilson to throw. Looks like it's a bubble screen. I'm not bubble screen. Looks like it's just a regular screen to Braxton Berrios, catches it, gets decently good blocking, but only gets to the 5-yard line. So New York Jets in the red zone. Zach Wilson, the quarterback. We got Breece Hall, the running back, and then Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson. And then we have Corey Davis and Conklin at the top of your screen. Zach Wilson to throw. As soon as the play is snapped, he's looking to Tyler Conklin. Then he changes reads and is looking to Breece Hall. This was really good by Zach Wilson, noticing that Tyler Conklin looks like he's pretty much covered, and then seeing Breece Hall wide open with all this room to run. The unfortunate part is, like we saw all season, Zach Wilson is inaccurate and just can't make the simple throw like that. Way too far in front of him. So here we got Corey Davis on the bottom of your screen, Tyler Conklin, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, and then Breece on the backfield. Corey Davis to motion upwards. So it looks like Zach Wilson's initial read is Garrett Wilson, but then you're going to see he turns to Conklin slash Corey Davis right here. But then watch Corey Davis makes a great break on his route and turns infield. Zach Wilson notices it, delivers a perfect ball, and easy walk-in touchdown. Just again, he sees that Tyler Conklin is not on the screen, but he sees that he's covered, but then the ball is just so far in front of Breece Hall. It's very unfortunate. It's going to be an end to the video. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed. Comment down below what I should do next once I finish the Zach Wilson series. And yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys.